Have you ever felt trapped? Have there been temptations in your life? WMDs, weapons of mass distraction. Have you ever been trapped? Or felt like you were caged in a box? You are not alone, my friend. If you are just making it to this podcast and you have never before heard this, welcome. Thank you for stopping by on this podcast. My name is Jerome, and this is The Open Palm, where we talk about inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas and topics. Once again, if you are new, feel free to subscribe if you enjoy open-minded content. The feeling of being trapped. There's a story that was told to me about monkeys that were captured by people simply by using a mechanism, which was a small cage or a box, in which there would be something that the monkeys wanted inside this cage. Now, it could have been a piece of fruit or some form of food, anything. But what would happen is that the monkeys would put their hand inside of the cage. And once they stuck their arm and their hand in the cage, they would wrap their hand around the item, the desired object. And then they would wrap their hand around it and hold on. But as they tried to pull it out, when their hand made a fist, they realized that they no longer could release themselves from the cage. As easier as their hand went in, it would not come out. Unbeknownst to the monkeys, they merely had to let go of the object to be released from the cage. If they had only let go of the desired object, their hand would slip easily outside of the bars. But the people who were catching these monkeys, they knew the psychology. They knew that these monkeys would never let go. Do you ever feel trapped like that? Do you ever feel like circumstances or situations that happen in your life keep you held in a box, in a cage? Do you feel like you don't have freedom? Like you are held back by something? Perhaps the things that are holding us back are the things that we are holding. The things that we hold on to so dearly could be the very things that are holding us back. Could be the very things that are trapping us. Take a look at your life. In what areas have you been distracted? In what areas have you been swayed? Have you been persuaded to live a less meaningful or less fulfilling life than you really want? A less fulfilling life than you imagined, than you envisioned. A less meaningful life than you have dreamed of. What areas in your life do you know? Because we all know ourselves. Be honest with yourself. What is holding you back from your greatness? What is holding you back from taking that step and moving beyond into the realm of the unknown? Is it fear? We all know that fear can be many things. False evidence appearing real. Failure expected and received. Either we can forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. What fears are holding you back? Or Is it a desired object? Is it lust? Is it jealousy? Is it envy? Is it greed? Is it anger? Are you holding a grudge? Grudges can be so poisonous to us. They are like ingesting poison and waiting for the other person to die. It is like holding on to a hot coal. All you have to do is let go. See, in this story, all these monkeys had to do to avoid capture was to let go of that object. Let go of what had captured them so. And if they would merely let go of the object, their hand would go from a closed fist to an open palm, which would allow them to release it from the cage so smoothly, so easily, so effortlessly. What are we holding on to? With water, when you put your hands in the water, if you close your fist and you try to take a hold of it, you will pull your hand out of the water and realize you don't have any. But if you let your hand hang open and you let it flow through the river of water, you'll realize as it passes through, you can experience it all. I got that concept from Dr. Wayne Dyer, and I feel like it really is true. The more that we open our hands to give, we are in the same position to receive. When we let go, when we release our hold, our tight grip on these vices and devices, I believe that we will live a much more meaningful and fulfilling life. What is it within yourself that you must grab a hold of so that in your life you can let things go? And when you let these things go, how much more free will you be? Thank you for listening. This has been Jerome Shaw, once again on TOP, that is the Open Palm Podcast, here in Lake Elsinore, California. The open palm means harmony with the world, understanding our place in the world, using our skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. My friend, I pray that you received the special message today that you would pass on to a like-minded individual. Be kind today and pay this forward to someone else who is learning and growing, becoming their greatest version and exploring their potential. If you really resonate with this and gained value, why not consider supporting it by contributing to the podcast, opening your browser now to anchor.fm/jshaw. That is anchor.fm/JSHAW. And even a small donation such as $1 or $5, anything that you would give a waiter or a waitress or a bartender if you received value, only if you got value. And even taking just a moment of your time to give this a good rating on whatever platform that you have chosen to listen to it is much appreciated. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And as always, my friend, have a blessed day or night, wherever you are. Take care.